Welcome to the new season of Chai with Manju. Our special guest today is Gauranga Das Prabhu. He's a gold medalist from IIT who gave up his corporate world to become a monk. He's a social innovator and author. He's also on the key governing body of ISKCON, and he is also the director of Govardhan Eco Village, which has received numerous awards from United Nations Tourist Board. He's a thought leader who has spent a lot of time with our youth developing many initiatives which have combined the ancient wisdom with modern technology. We are excited that he will be in our beautiful city of Boston on 11th October for the annual gala of Ekal. Do come and meet him in person. In the meantime, let's join him on Chai with Manju. Welcome to Boston, Gauranga Das ji. Namaste. We are so excited and looking forward to see you on 11th October.
Sure. Thank you very much for inviting me, and congratulations to Ekal for hosting such an amazing event for social impact in Bharat.
Absolutely. Let's start your story right from the beginning, your journey. You did your schooling in Bhilai at Delhi Public School, then followed by BTech in IIT Mumbai, graduating in 1993, and then a little bit of the corporate world in Pune. And then what were your early years like? Did you always have a spiritual frame of mind while training for the corporate world?
Yeah, in fact, when I come to Boston, I stay with my sister, Sadhana, and both of us grew up in Bhilai, and we were part of a very spiritually minded family.
Okay.
Very deep Hindu values. And I was also trained in chanting the various mantras like Vishnu Sahasranam and the Gayatri by my mother.
Okay.
And she was my earliest, influence on spiritual life. And, growing up in a typical steel town, the aspirations were usually in the direction of becoming engineer or doctor. So then following that trajectory, I entered into IIT. But there was always a deep spiritual quest about what's the purpose of life and what's death, and is death a solvable problem? And that question I encountered when I was in IIT Mumbai, and towards the last part of the third year, I came across one of my friends who tried to commit suicide, and that's how it was a wake-up call for me that maybe just getting an achievement is not sufficient. There is also something called expectation, and therefore I started searching and came across the Bhagavad Gita and found the exact answers in the Gita. And ultimately, I also had a near-death experience in a car accident, and
Yes.
ultimately, that made me think further and realize that whoever has saved me from this situation and given me second life, let me dedicate my life for him. And so that's how my journey began in Krishna consciousness as a monk, teaching the Bhagavad Gita for the last 32 years.
I liked how you described it as a eureka moment. And you said having that accident on the highway motivated you to, help people find that highway to spirituality. And how do you think you have helped the most since that accident when you were 22 years old? What do you think has satisfied you or given you the most happiness in helping those in some ways who've lost direction and looking for that highway to spirituality?
Many people ask me that you went to IIT, did a BTech, you wasted a seat in IIT and things like that. So, but my response is that, well, the IIT gave me the systems thinking approach, the ability to collaborate, understand the best values and implement and facilitate that. So, in the period between 93 to 2009, for those 16 years, I was practically dedicated to spending 7 days a week being out and teaching the Bhagavad Gita among students, professionals, corporates, and different colonies, and also in various institutions. And what satisfied me the most was the ability to translate the esoteric knowledge from the Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge about Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma, and give it a very simple context in terms of how you can implement it in your life. That
Absolutely.
Bhagavad Gita is actually meant as a vaccine against the COVID for change. And that
I
change
like that.
causes the change in the identity, which causes everybody stress and anxiety. And therefore, for those 16 years, I was prolifically engaged in teaching, spreading the message, writing books, speaking on the Sony television, on Star Plus, and various other channels, reaching as many people as possible. But then in 2009, I came across the opportunity to serve and apply the Bhagavad Gita in Palghar district and also use my IIT given skills in implementing the Govardhan Eco Village, which is a project in Palghar district. And we have recreated what is known as the ancient temple town model of Bharat and
Wonderful.
use the engineering skills with a team of more than 40 monks under the inspiration of His Holiness Radhanath Swami to create a model for spirituality, sustainability, and social impact. And as you know,
Wonderful.
Pittsburgh, which was once a steel town, has become a ghost town. Detroit, which was a motor town, has also become a ghost town. But temple towns will always continue to flourish because the deities don't move.
True.
And
And this is
therefore, we have to
received,
give.
and this is received even from the United Nations,
Yes.
many awards from the tourism board also. So that's wonderful.
Exactly. Because we are into sustainability, so United Nations Environment Program has recognized our efforts and also created what is known as UN Faith for Earth and appointed me as a UN Faith for Earth counselor in 2020.
That's wonderful. So one question I want to ask you, I like when you say that it's very important to add divine to day-to-day life, as well as Bhagavad Gita teachings for leadership. In the very fast-paced world that we live, especially in the United States, how can you add divine to your daily life?
Let me edit your statement by saying that I think India is becoming faster than United States in terms of,
That is true,
you know,
especially Mumbai.
because there are more items to juggle in India, including social, family, festivals, and many other things. So some ways I feel that you get more space in US than in India. But the way to apply that is very important. Someone asked Srila Prabhupada, the founder of ISKCON, why you are opening so many temples? सबको मंदिर में भर्ती करना चाहते हो क्या? And Prabhupada said, no, our idea is not to get everybody into the temple. Our idea is for people to come to the temple, get inspired by the spiritual ambience of the temple, and take a piece of that divinity with them and transform their home into a divine dwelling by integrating three things.
Okay.
First is some form of meditation and contemplation. Second, by involving some kind of conscious discussions on spiritual topics from the books. And third is to integrate a very, very conscious diet. So, conscious contemplation, conscious discussion, and conscious diet. When you add these three things in your life, your home becomes divine.
That is true. That's wonderful. And it's very interesting how the world is taking notice. And I was reading that you even are on the visiting faculty of IIM so that you can teach about the managing all these different things in life, right? Life management courses is what you're doing, right?
Yes, yes. So when Dr. Bhimrai Maitri, my dear friend from IIM Nagpur, he invited me after visiting the Govardhan Eco Village and he saw that Eco Village project and he said that, why don't you become a professor of practice? And under the 2020 new education policy, the NEP 2020 allows people to become professors of practice. So that's what I was, invited to become. So I said to Dr. Bhimra Maitriji that you are inviting me to be a visiting faculty in IIM Nagpur, but I'm in Saffron. So will a Saffron be allowed to be a visiting faculty in IIM? So he looked
Yes,
at me and he said, if Chief Minister can be in Saffron, then why not, visiting faculty?
absolutely. That's wonderful.
So then he gave me this task of teaching life management skills, and therefore I train the students of the first year, PG diploma students, in 8 skills. So the first skill is purpose,
Uh-huh.
then second is focus, third is habits, fourth is relationships, then fifth is determination, sixth is discrimination, seventh is humility, and eighth is tolerance. So all these skills are very much required for people in life, and therefore these are absolutely essential. very highly intelligent and very gifted people and very accomplished people also struggle with these
Absolutely.
supposedly simple values. So they appear simple, but many times very difficult to implement.
And I like that, on the same topic, you have also written books about habits and resilience. One book that really is now on my reading list, which I'm very excited about, is because I'm a big part of the community here. And they're here in Boston, especially, and in the United States, there's a big focus on building the community. And your book is also called Legacy of Community Building with Bhakti, right? So, what is the key message in that book which would help us to build a better Indian American community here in United States or anywhere?
See, the whole fundamental principle of community is center.
Right,
Community means like a circle. Circle needs to have a center.
right,
So therefore, if you see the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo, mattah sarvam pravartate, iti mattva bhajante mam buddha bhava samandita. So when you have the center, which is commonly accepted by all, so therefore, even amongst Indian communities in America, you have the, Telugu Association or the
right.
Maharashtrian Association and all of these. So they
Absolutely.
find a common center.
Right.
Like that, the Indian community must accept some kind of a common center.
Mhm.
And keeping that center, then they bring their activities together.
Right.
So the whole ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness,
Mhm.
was based on the principles of keeping Ishwar in the center, Krishna in the center.
Center.
And therefore, the first principle for having a community is to create a common acceptable center around which we are all performing our activities and engaged in our activities for that purpose. So therefore, you need to have a center, number one. Second, you need to be selfless
True.
in your attitude towards serving that cause. So therefore, if there is selfishness, there is ego, and when there is ego, there is disunity, and that disunity is represented by Duryodhana, was always fighting for the wrong cause. Yodhan means to fight, Dur means wrong. So Duryodhana means one who prioritizes ego over a
Right.
common center.
Right.
And
So,
third, when there is a common center and when there is a conscious abnegation of the ego and dedication to serve, then the third principle is cooperation
mhm.
based on the principles of love and affection and tolerating scarcity, impediment, discomfort, unhappiness, which is there in every relationship. So when you have these principles, then the community can flourish. And I'm very much looking forward to coming to Boston, Ekal
Yes,
event,
I
and
have
many
to ask you one
them.
thing.
Yeah, please.
I'm not letting you go without asking this. So you are so committed to youth initiatives and rural development. These are things that are very close to Ekal heart also, and also the focus of this gala. What is your message to the youth?
Youth of America, youth of India.
Youth everywhere.
The first message to the youth is please refocus
Yes.
your attention
Mhm.
on your priorities and purpose in life.
Uh-huh.
Do not allow your attention to be stolen away
Okay.
by distractions of the social media.
Mhm. Okay.
If that one principle is accomplished,
Uh-huh.
I think they will start giving me attention so that I can give the next message.
You have to tell me what you do for fun because I heard you're a good cook, and I have to tell you, my favorite book is Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun?
So, well, Srila Prabhupada was asked that question, and Prabhupada said, every moment in Krishna consciousness is fun because when your aspirations are aligned with your actions
Huh?
and your intentions, so every moment is joyful because we are in the principle of serving others in the
Okay.
best possible manner. But we take our energy between 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So
Ah,
so we have 12 hours of fun every day.
uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
Basically, human beings are meant to sleep at night. So that's what I do at night. So human beings are meant to sleep early at night. So I try to be a human and sleep early.
I like that.
Human beings are also meant to wake up early. So I do that early. So that's a major part of fun. And then after I get up, engaged in some important meditation activities like chanting Hare Krishna, engaging in Aarti, chanting, dancing in front of the deities in Mangal Aarti, and then engaged in studying the scriptures, hearing the scriptures, doing some physical exercise. So
Nice.
12 hours of my day to myself is real fun.
That is wonderful. And, the whole team of Ekal is excited, as you know, Maheshji, Vivek, and Vandana, and Manisha ji. So we are just now counting days and hours to see you. And,
Thank you. Thank you so much to the Ekal family. And thank you so much, Dr. Manju, that in spite of being so busy, I think you need 36 hours in a day, but still you have managed so well. Congratulations. Thank you.
I'm learning from you. And I'm a big Krishna bhakt. So this is a very, very special honor for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.